After a billion-dollar hailstorm hits an area, your focus should be on running your business, not on insurance claims. We have helped streamline the insurance process for hundreds of roofing contractors across the U.S., and we can do it for yours too. Visit us online at c3adjusters.com and learn how we can help you save time and get claims paid faster.
Happy Tuesday, Hail Stalkers. Lead meteorologist Sean Choquette here for our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast, sponsored by C3 Group and Merlin Law Group. We've got a bunch to talk about today for the forecast for tomorrow and then for the rest of the week. Before we get into that, just going over right now, the Highway to Hail event by Company Cam is ongoing in Kansas City. Matt is there. I believe he might have just finished up doing the presentation that we have there. And if you want to still catch us, you can go to Dallas, Indianapolis, or Chicago on the 23rd, 25th, or May 3rd, respectively. And then after that, we're going to be taking a little bit of a break. We're going to be out chasing and doing all that other fun stuff. And of course, with it being storm season, a little busier here at the office, we can't do as much traveling. But with that, that does lead into the fact that our app and our website are live. I know people have had some problems, and we hear your concerns. We're here to give you guys some training, help you out. Just give us a call at the number that's going to show up on the screen at the end of the video, and we can get things set up so that way you guys are ready to roll the next time a big storm comes through the area. So where exactly is the next storm going to be? Well, not going to be today. So we're going to jump straight to tomorrow. So this is our forecast for tomorrow. This is a continuation on kind of what Derek had yesterday for yesterday's forecast. Here in the blue, yeah, we're bringing out the blue swath. We could see some very large hail, up to softball size, anywhere here in the blue. And of course, that's going to be with any discrete supercells. So any storms all on their own, yeah, you could see really big time hail. Of course, if this turns into a bit of a line, then, not so much. But it looks like, oh, Matt's live right now. There we go. So it looks like anywhere, I think the softball potential is not going to be quite in Oklahoma City. I think it's going to be just to your west. I think if anything big, any discrete cells do make it to Oklahoma City, I think you have a better chance of seeing closer to baseball size. But I think right now, what some of the models are showing is storms forming too far to the west, and that would mean the giant hail chances for Oklahoma City are much lower. Different story, a little further south of that Red River. Looks like we could see some really big hail in Dallas. Storms, kind of a classic look for a Dallas day. Storms form just to your west and blow through the area. Could see some softball size hail. If I had to venture, I guess McKinney, Frisco, Plano, that seems to be the hot spot past 3 years. But pretty much anywhere is going to be that chance for some hail. And that continues a little further south. I think it'll stay set to the west of San Antonio, actually north and west of San Antonio, most likely to the west of Austin as well. Other cities that we're looking at, Kansas City, I know a lot of folks are hoping for Kansas City, really comes down to where the warm front is going to be. I think a lot of activity is going to form along a warm front that's going to be draped somewhere in northern Oklahoma up to Wichita over by Kansas City, and then up even further north into the Iowa regions. So if these storms can stay discrete or they form right on top of you and you have a little bit of a chance, you could see up to maybe some 2-inch hail there. Wichita, you could also see maybe hail a little bit bigger than that, but right now I think 2-inch hail is your best bet for biggest hail in the Kansas City area. And then otherwise, more marginal hail maybe further north. Still a lot of questions about if isolated activity is even going to happen in Iowa. And then things are going to turn into a squall line probably kind of quick once things get going, and that really lowers the hail threat across most of the state of Missouri and Arkansas and even into eastern sections of Texas. There's also a chance we could see storms form in the warm sector, so not along the dry line or any other big forcing. So that's why I still have a chance for hail, maybe up to 2 inches in diameter for the Tulsa area. But that is still, if you guys get anything, that'd be great, because Tulsa seems to be avoiding storms like crazy. So bring it to Plano, McKinney, Frisco. Well, Randy, chances are that's probably where it'll end up being. So, all right, there we go. So I'm going to move forward here. We're going to show you a couple options with the radar. So this is the HRRR. I got focused down Oklahoma and Texas. This is for tomorrow. Storms aren't going to form till later, and you see this particular run. So these are the counties that the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex are in. This brings us right to 7 p.m. tomorrow. And boom, it shows storms forming pretty much right by the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and this would mean big time storms for you guys. That's why right now it looks like I'm leaning into that area. But it doesn't show anything in Oklahoma specifically then, at least Oklahoma City. A little further south, maybe like Pauls Valley is more likely, but Oklahoma City in this particular model run is not looking as promising. But we shift things a little further north. With the HRRR, you can see other areas at risk. You'll show all these other storms form all up and down this warm front for your Wednesday afternoon. Some isolated stuff in Iowa at first. This would be interesting. That would be bringing bigger hail than what we're expecting at the moment. And then you can also see everything forming in Kansas as well. But notice how messy it kind of gets right away, and that's why we're keeping the hail sizes a little smaller. It would be up to 2-inch hail. And that initial development, that first couple hours, and then when it starts to turn into a line, that really kind of lowers those hail size potentials. So this one has it a little too far north from Kansas City, but again, that's going to most likely change for sure. Somebody asked about Durant, Oklahoma, or Durant. That in this particular run, that would probably be impacted with pretty big hail as well. Now down to a different model run, different solution for this particular event. Now, one thing to note from the NAM, we call it, the 3KM NAM, which basically just means another one of the shorter range American models. It has a really hard time figuring out supercells and always wants to go with more messy activity. But it looks like it's showing, again, storms forming near Dallas. Again, DFW seems to be in the bullseye with this. It shows storms trying to be near the Oklahoma City area, but it also shows stuff trying to form in the open warm sector where there isn't as much just more wide-scale forcing for storms to form. So we have to keep an eye on that. And we move a little bit further to the north, and this shows much more of a squally activity. But you do just notice the storms form closer to Kansas City. And again, storm mode isn't what you really want to focus on this model, just kind of where storms are going to be forming. A lot of people talking about different types of roofs, which is always exciting. So that's what we're looking at tomorrow. Again, probably going to be a pretty interesting day. It looks like Derek will be out chasing along with another meteorologist here, Heather. I'm sure you've seen her on the videos a few times. It's her turn to go out and chase. They'll do any live coverage as storms occur. And I kept it on C3 Group. Kirk McCluckey from C3 Group will also be joining us in the truck and going out to chase. Hopefully they can get some really massive hail. That's the goal for tomorrow. See some giant hail, maybe blow out a window or two, probably lose a camera, you know, all that fun stuff. And we'll try to stream that live for as much as possible. And of course, if anything big happens in Dallas or here in Oklahoma City or any other city in between or all the way up to Iowa, we'll be here to do live coverage as well. And we'll try to coordinate that a little bit because we can't go live on two different things at the same time on our page. So anyway, 5-day forecast sponsored by C3 Group and Merlin Law Group as well. I'm sure Merlin will probably want to jump in on a chase at some point this year as well. For today and tomorrow, again, I have a 40% chance of a 3-star map or better for tomorrow already, up to that 4.25-inch hail and that high population, because of course the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is one of the biggest metro areas in the country. Thursday, chances go down a lot. There's a lot of uncertainty for your Thursday because all it comes down to is how Wednesday plays out. We have a big angry squall line moving to the east across the Mississippi River. That's going to really hinder Thursday's chances for hail. So right now I'm keeping it pretty conservative, 5% up to maybe some golf ball size hail if anything can be discrete. We look in that look ahead map. There's just that area of risk we have. I don't even have hail size on here because it's really going to come down to how things are looking at the end of the day on Wednesday before we can get into your Thursday. And some people are saying happy birthday to me. Yeah, my birthday was on Sunday. Thank you guys for wishing me a happy birthday. Anyway, going ahead to now Friday. I got a 10% chance here up to golf ball size hail, high population. The Carolinas are going to be at risk on this one. And kind of the same story as Thursday where, you know, we kind of domino effect a little bit. I have a little more confidence we could have some isolated activity just because storms are going to form ahead of the main line Thursday into Friday. But still, though, there's enough uncertainty, unlike Wednesday, where we are pretty certain there's going to be big time hail. So that is what we're looking at for your Friday. And then finally on Saturday, this all pushes off the coast, so it's going to be a quiet Saturday for probably your Easter weekend is looking pretty quiet across most of the United States. And then we're going to turn around and have more activity beyond that for the following week in April. So again, low hail risk on your Saturday, and I think Sunday is going to be fairly quiet as well, so you can hang out with your families or maybe work some of the big storms that hopefully, fingers crossed, happen in areas other than Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, but of course also the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. All right, guys, why did he skip Atlanta? Of course, there's Derek just off screen wanting to put that comment in there. Be sure to follow our posts. Hit See First here on Facebook. We post pretty regularly, and it's always good to have See First, and you're following our page, so that way when we go live for live coverage and it's not our usual scheduled video, you do not miss any of our coverage or any of our storm chasing. And you can give us a call if you're having any issues with the website, you got comments, questions, or concerns, or interested in what we have to offer. We're happy to talk to you. Give us a call at 855-334-4245. Follow us on Instagram. We've been posting on there pretty regularly. Email us at info@hailtrace.com and visit our website at hailtrace.com. Anybody have any questions right now on the video as we're watching live? I know there's been quite a bit of activity showing up on the comments section here. I managed to get that fixed this morning, and of course you guys are super chatty. Just a lot of people chit-chatting. What time for DFW? The timeline for tomorrow is going to be probably any time after about 6 p.m. through about 11 o'clock or so p.m. And not too many other questions. Houston. I think Houston is probably going to be missing out on this one. I think most of this is going to stay here north. You will see some storms, but I don't think any hail is really going to be occurring in the Houston area on Wednesday or Thursday. If you make it hail in Kansas City, that'd be great. Thanks. Hopefully it does happen tomorrow. I know Kansas City, you guys are desperately hoping for that hail, and we want the hail there too. Maybe the fact that Matt is there right now, it'll be a little bit of a good luck charm for your day on Wednesday. Oh, come on, Kansas City. If not, we got more risks coming down the pipeline here. We have a nice steady flow of events that seem to be happening at least once and then eventually twice a week, and we're getting close to that peak of the season. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. If you're not watching this live, put it in the comments section below. Anyway, we'll try to answer any comments or questions you may have. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. Thanks for watching us here on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, wherever you're watching us. Have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m. for our forecast, and then probably subsequently quite a bit after that for live coverage and for chasing. Have a good one, guys.